from international oil companies for prime oil blocks.
Thanks for your company. Former President John Dramani Mahama has admitted to causing the defeat of the NDC in the 2016 elections. The former president reasoned as leaders of the party at the time he was responsible for the victory of the party. In an interaction with his former appointees, Mahama described calls for a new leadership ahead of the 2020 elections as premature.
Fortunate developments that are taking place. We've set up a committee that is supposed to go around and analyze the reasons for our loss. People are not taking advantage of the committee. They're going on air and saying this person was the cause of our loss, that person was the cause of our loss. But I've said our loss, the cause of our loss is multifaceted. And we need to do a careful analysis of it, get the report, and be able to break down exactly what resulted in our loss. Of course, as the general who led us into battle, I take ultimate responsibility for our losing the election. And so if it will satisfy those people, blame me for the loss. Yes, we lost. We should have done some things better. But let's use this opportunity as a learning opportunity to be able to make sure that we don't make the same mistakes that we did in 2016. I believe for people talking about leadership and presidency, it's absolutely premature. If you ride a lame horse into a race and you lose the race, your priority must be to cure the lameness of the horse and not about who will ride the horse again. You have to cure the horse and make sure it's no longer lame. And once you have a fit, healthy horse, it will throw up who the jockey should be. And so absolutely, I believe that the issue of leadership is based on the dynamic of the time. If we do our work well, we do good branch reorganization, bring it to the constituency level, to the regional level, and have a strong, healthy party, the dynamic of the time will determine who should lead the party. And I am saying that whoever leads the party, I'm a committed member, I'll support that person to the hilt.
So former President John Mahama there accepting blame. Now in the video of the interaction uploaded on his YouTube channel, former President Mahama also chided the media for focusing on its efforts on the opposition NDC instead of the ruling government. It will not be the first time the former president is accusing the media of bias. In the lead up to the elections, he accused the media of forming a cabal against him. Now for him, the media's posturing is a sign of deviousness.
The media is so anxious to give us so much airtime today. Before the elections, they didn't come chasing you to ask you what you think. All the airtime was going to our opponents. Then all of a sudden now, you know, as much airtime, the prime time morning shows, they are looking for NDC people and saying, oh, what's your comment about what's happening in your party? And it's about the NDC today. Why should it be about the NDC? The Democrats lost. Who is talking about the Democrats in America? It's about Trump and the new administration. They're collecting the people's taxes. They should be, you know, what is the focus of media attention? Why is the NDC the focus of media attention at this time? It just shows that there is a certain deviousness to try and make this about the NDC and not about who is in government and how they're fulfilling their promises. And unfortunately, we're falling into the trap. We're all lining up, you know, to be interviewed. And the point is, you might say something harmless, but all they're looking for is one word. And once they pick it, they take it, put their own interpretation to it. By the time you come back and say, I didn't say this, and now people are running and say, I didn't say this, I didn't say this. But you created the opportunity in the first place.
All right, so President Mahama there talking to his former appointees and also taking on the media. Now, another thing he mentioned was the blame game going on in the media, and that's exactly what the pro-NDC group Action Movement appears to be doing. They've told the same line as thought by the former president. This group, at a news conference today, accused former President John Mahama of causing the defeat of the NDC in the 2016 elections. Of course, you ask yourself, what's the news now? He's already accepted that responsibility. Spokesperson of the group, GHOne, said the former president became unpopular because of what they described as his weak leadership style.
This is the second time the pro-NDC group is lining up accusations against party members in an attempt to diagnose what caused the party's defeat. This time, the group has pointed its accusing fingers at the former president for being the cause of the defeat. The group believes the maladministration that characterized the Mahama-led administration made the NDC unpopular among the electorates. Spokesperson of the Action Movement, Kwahu, described the president's leadership as weak.
Upon several complaints to the Chief of Staff, to the Presidency, to the party chairman, and to the regional former minister and regional campaign coordinator, Sylvester Mensah, nothing was done about it. This shows how weak GM and his leadership was.
He also explained that a shared disrespect for party elders and grassroots supporters by some appointees was enough to cause the electoral defeat.
Since 2014, the NDC power has been for only few top members of the party. Sandogbe, Dr. Upuni, Kofi Adams, Felix Kwachi, Dr. Omani Buama, and many others. We don't need them anymore because they are not helping our grassroots. If these people remain in our party and behave the way they are doing, there is no way we would think about 2020. Our final advice to our party is an early Congress.
The group, however, applauded the minority caucus for paying a courtesy call on the founder of the party to brainstorm on the way forward for the party. The group also called for an early Congress and pledged to support whoever Congress chooses in order to regain power in 2020.
All right, so they call themselves the Action Movement, an associate of the NDC. Kofi, the gentleman you saw in the video, is actually with us here in the studio. Thank you for joining us, Kofi.
Thank you very much.
All right, busy day for you. Of course, you have also seen the video from the former president accepting responsibility. He calls it the ultimate responsibility. Now, you go to the press conference today and you're already telling us exactly what the president has already told us. I mean, what was new in this press conference? What was so different from what you did today and the last one? Aren't you just wasting our time?
No, we are not wasting your time. I think we are doing very serious work for our party. And in our previous conferences, we said that we're not talking previously because the party advises that we should be doing things quietly. We should discuss our issues without bringing them out. Until we saw the 2016 defeat, it was so serious that we thought that we have to come out and talk about our issues. After the first Congress, yes, few things happened and we thought that we should have another one. So we're not wasting your time.
Okay. Now, what you repeated today was the same thing you said the last time. That's what I'm talking about. In the first press conference, you mentioned the likes of Dr. Omani Buama, Kofi Adams, Sandogbe. Today, you are re-echoing the same thing. What's so different? Why are you doing these press conferences back to back, especially when we are awaiting the final report of the Kwesi Botwe committee? Why can't you be patient enough to wait for the outcome of that report?
Yes, we are doing this because we thought that we have been too patient before the 2016 election. And what we did today, it's a continuation of what we started. We will be doing it until we see that our party has done changes that will make them...
What sort of changes are you looking for?
Changes that we are looking for are the changes that will make them closer to the grassroots.
They were not close to you?
We are saying, no, they are not. They were not close to us.
Okay.
They only come close to us.
Hold on,
if I can make this point, they only come close to us when it is election.
Okay.
Immediately after the election, they create some top-level group and leave the grassroots. If we can get closer to our grassroots, there's no way any political party will take power from us in this country.
Okay,
because
but you do realize that when they win power, they become very busy because they are not in government to serve NDC grassroots or NPP grassroots, whichever party wins.
So that is exactly what our electorates told us in the 2016 election, that you should not get too busy not to come and talk to us after we have given you power. When you need power, you come close to us, we work and we give you power, and you get too busy. It's not helping our grassroots.
Okay. Was it that they were too busy or they were not giving you enough energy, money?
It's not about money. It is not about money. It's about the fact that immediately after somebody has been appointed, when a grassroots member goes to his office, he says that I'm not here for politics.
But that's true. That's a statement of fact.
Yes, but you see, that person has forgotten that it is somebody who has worked very hard.
Are you the only people who voted for the NDC to win the 2012 elections?
Not so. But we are critical members of the party. So we work hard for this party, and those people needed to be respected.
So life must revolve around you, the grassroots. That's what you're saying.
We are not saying that life should only revolve around only us. We are saying that, okay, now that you have refused to revolve the life around the grassroots, you are not in opposition. You need to be in power in order to do whatever you want to do for the country. And if it means that you have to go close to the grassroots before you can get power, get some time for the people and give them what is due them.
But you experience all of this just in the run-up to the elections, or it's something that happened from the moment they won the 2012 elections? Is that when you were neglected?
It's been there. It's been there.
Did you talk about it?
Yes, we do. We do a lot of talks behind the scene. We do a lot of work behind the scene.
Okay.
But you see, we think that before we can think about 2020, there's the need for us to talk for the grassroots.
Okay, 1 minute.
If we don't talk for the grassroots, then this should forget 2020, unless we are not interested in 2020.
Hold on for a second. Let me go to the phone and talk to Dr. Agridako. He's a political science lecturer, senior political science lecturer at the University of Ghana. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Agridako.
Yeah,
I believe you've been following, very well, thank you. I believe you've been following the discussion here, listening to the sentiments of Kofi here, who calls himself a grassroots of the NDC.
Yes.
Is the party on a coalition path with these people, of the grassroots of the party? Do you feel that way?
Nana, thank you very much and good evening to your viewers. I think it's important that the party, the rank and file of the party, must recognize that there's leadership. They must recognize that they cannot jump the gun, for instance. They must recognize that they cannot preempt the report of the committee that they have put in place. You see, you cannot undertake a knee-jerk approach and hope that you are going to get results. The party, in its wisdom, decided that, look, we've gone into an election. But Nana, let's make this point clear, that no group of people have a divine right to rule, for forever. So a time will come that some people will be voted out of power. But that is in line with what we refer to as a political accountability. Now, so if you put in place a committee that is to go out there and do an empirical study, it would be too simplistic for any group of people to think that to rubbish this far-reaching policy, well-thought-out policy or decision of the National Executive Committee. That look, let us really figure out what really went wrong. That is empirical, and then based on that, you actually go out there and then try and put in place remedial measures to deal with the problems that Otherwise, whatever if the diagnoses are wrong, and now you know that the prescriptions will be wrong.
Okay.
So they should not jump the gun.
Okay. Yeah. Now we are still awaiting the report from the Professor Kwesi Botwe committee. But even before that, former President Mahama has come out to accept responsibility. Will that go a long way? Would it be far-reaching enough to deal with the deepening cracks in the NDC?
If you listen to his narrative, if you realize that, of course, he indicated as a general he accept ultimate responsibility. And there was a caveat that, look, if that will appease the people, if this will appease those who are saying or who are calling names and other things. So for me, I that will not in any way take any credit at all or take anything away from the committee's report that is going to be presented. Of course, we all know that if you are a leader, the bar stops with you, and therefore ultimate responsibility rests with you. But that should not stop any committee from undertaking a very rigorous, diligent, and meticulous search for what really were the critical problems. Of course, he used the general as an analogy, and you can find out that sometimes it's not even the general. Maybe the ammunitions were not right.
All right.
Or maybe they didn't even have the right troop numbers.
All right.
And so on. So you need to really do a critical study and figure out what really went wrong.
Okay.
And then the party will then reform. You see, in that spirit, the president was calling for calm and calling for unity, so that the opposition party, NDC, will play its critical role in ensuring that even the ruling party governs well. And that is important.
All right. I'm afraid we have to leave it there. Dr. Agri Darko is a senior political science lecturer at the University of Ghana, joining us there on the phone. In the studio with me is Kofi Hemanya. Kofi, I've got to wrap up with you in a bit, but tell us, you've done your press conference today. The media has hopped onto it, should I call it the devious media, has jumped onto your press conference. What are you looking for?
Thank you very much. The name is Kojo Hamenya.
Kojo, I'm sorry.
What we are looking for is for the gap to be bridged between the top people we are describing and the grassroots. So
that will only be possible if you go to Congress. You're calling for an early Congress.
Yes. Congress itself entails a lot of work. You need to restructure the party from the branch level. You need to go to the constituency level, regional level, before the Congress itself to take a candidate for the party. And it involves a lot of work. And we are saying that if we waste a lot of time on this issue, it means that we'll be getting towards 2020 before we'll be doing all these things. And Congress itself is going to bring few issues for us to solve. That is the reason why we are saying that when we do Congress as soon as possible, we can heal those wounds and do a meaningful job as an opposition party for the country. All
right. Now today your chairman, before I let you go, your chairman addressed the media today. He didn't talk about all these problems you have narrated. Were you disappointed?
No, we are not disappointed. We've been taught to be quiet on our issues. We've been taught to be quiet on our issues.
So why are you talking?
We are talking because of the appalling 2016 election.
But those are issues you need to be quiet about. If you are a listening group, you will go by that.
Because we have been too quiet before 2016. Okay. That was the reason why we saw that election. We were talking about the things one after the other, and we're not listening to.
Thank you very much for joining us here in the studio. The action movement of the NDC. That's it for Insight.
All right, so let's stay with the NDC some more, and here the NDC chairman, Kofi Potofie, is asking about the whereabouts of the civil society groups that spoke about the winner-takes-all syndrome when the NDC was in power. Now, Kofi Potofie further questioned why civil society groups and the Christian Council have all remained silent in the wake of the Delta Force attacks in the country. The NDC chairperson is warning that failure to deal effectively with Delta Force members could plunge the country into chaos.
It was a press conference that tackled a plethora of issues that have rocked the presidency. NDC chairman Kofi Potofie first appealed to the rank and file of the party to be united and reorganize in the face of the numerous challenges after losing the December polls.
The task we face now is reorganization of the party and mobilization for victory. Those who aspire to leadership positions, including the flag bearership position, must understand that they will need a strong, united, and formidable party to stand behind them in the quest to regain power in 2020.
The NPP government, he noted, has not lived up to the billing, despite mouth-watering campaign promises.
Don't we hear Ghanaians expressing regret that they have exchanged their color TVs for black and white? Don't we hear expressions of anger from trotro and taxi drivers over incessant increases in fuel prices, contrary to what Nana Addo promised them during his campaign.
He described the president and civil society's group silence on the Delta Force menace as worrying.
What is even more disturbing in all these developments is the loud silence of civil society groups and some among the clergy and academia, who hitherto found it necessary to condemn every action of the previous NDC government from the position of being public and moral conscience of our society. All of a sudden, they have abandoned their neutral outlook. They have ceased being the conscience of the nation.
Party General Secretary Johnson Esiedun Ketia also warned failure to effectively deal with the Delta and Invisible Forces menace could have dire consequences for the nation.
In every society, every democratic society, when matters like this come up and they threaten the peace and security of a country, it is the press that take the lead.
Officials also indicated their readiness to hit the courts over certain constitutional provisions they claim the president has breached.
A Kumasi High Court has granted bail to 13 members of the Delta Force for offences of rioting, conspiracy to commit crime and assault on a public officer.
Application at the High Court after the KMA Circuit Court remanded them when they first appeared before it. The court, presided over by Justice Obuyeboa, ruled that the accused must comply with the bail conditions. The conditions include 10,000 Ghana cedis each, with 2 sureties who should be residents in Kumasi. They have also been asked to submit 2 photocopies of their valid identity cards as part of the bail conditions.
We still have more news, but we'll be back shortly after this break.
Sense, media sempa baby o. Wakasa na yetie. Say high sense king confon abamo bibia. You high sense king con 1 and you high sense king con 2 and you high sense king con 3. Still high sense king confon ensrosio ensrahiase. Ensio tona se show bottom na de na mu a uni how enye hwe. High sense king con battery check. Ne one day afe ena ne bo da form tutu kako high sense showroom bia ne kwajo king con 1 2 or 3 madam high sense matete so mo say who afe frey 0302 550000. High sense, everyday prizes for everyday people.
You're welcome back to News Tonight. To some other stories, some cucumbers in Agbobloshi are threatening reprisal attacks back home in the northern region if the police fail to help them find their relatives by close of day today. Well, aggrieved cucumbers allege their wives and children have been missing since the riot ended yesterday. They believe their missing relatives are being held hostage by the Dakumbers.
What brought about this fight? Somebody was stealing somebody's thing, which is a gas cylinder, and the person is the Gomba woman. The name is Amelia. And you wake up, and you saw the person stealing the thing, and you catch the person, you beat him, and you collected the thing. You give the thing to the owner. The following day, you, the thief, had to go and organize your people, come to your house, say yesterday night you beat him. And then they started to beat you to the degree that they want. So it's not phone? It's not a phone, it's a cylinder.
A visit to Old Fadama this morning showed a heavy security presence in efforts to maintain order in the Agbogloshi market and its environs. In spite of this, there continues to be undertones of insecurity. Now, the Konkomba side of the feud is threatening to send the fight to the northern region if the security officers fail to help them find their lost wives and children.
When I came, the security personnel were intact. So I told them that my wife and my daughter was inside. So they should allow me to go. They should permit me to go. They said, no, there's no access for me to go. I told them no. Because I'm just coming from our desk. When I came, they saw me that I'm just coming from the work. They saw my bag, everything. So I told them, no, my wife and my daughter is there. They should allow me to go. They said, no, there's no access. So then I went and to report to one of the police officers. The police officer told me, if that be the case, they will give me one of the security military officer to follow me to the area to see whether it is true. We were there, we get to the point and they return back. So I went there myself. When I went, my wife is not there, my daughter is not there. So I said, now I can't find them. So I don't even know whether they are alive, they are not alive.
No. Yeah, 1,000, I'm 1 million. I hear 1,000, I'm 1 million. No, that be by noon.
It does not end there. The security operatives themselves are being accused of bias. The Konkombas are accusing the military of harassing them and leaving the Dagombas to destroy their properties.
The whole thing started yesterday when we gave them series of complaints that our people are being attacked in there with no police protection, with no military protection to even take the people out there. Yesterday we had 2 complaints. 1, 3 gentlemen was locked up in a shower. And they managed to call to us that they needed a rescue. We told the police commander, he asked us to wait. For 2 hours, we were waiting, nobody went to rescue these people. Immediately, another person called to the husband. She was a woman. She was trapped in a room. We went back to the police commander. He said we should still wait. We waited from that time, that 2 p.m. when the thing started, up to 6 p.m. Nobody went there to rescue the people. So somehow the people are beginning to feel insecure.
But speaking to the leadership of the military off camera, they denied the accusation, saying they are operating under strict orders. The bloody clash between the 2 northern ethnic groups left 2 people dead and many others severely injured.
We'll stay on that story. The Inspector General of Police, David Apiutu, says the administration is considering relocating residents of Old Fadama here in Accra to bring a lasting end to the recurrent clashes there. In the meantime, he asked the police will continue to dialogue with the leadership of the feuding sides to ensure peace and order is maintained in the area.
The reason for this urgent meeting is to apprise you on the Agbogbloshie incident, where 1 person is confirmed dead and 8 others injured in a clash between some residents of the area. Police has taken the following steps to maintain law and order. 1. We have created a command post at the scene to ensure continuous security of Agbogbloshie and its surrounding areas. We urge all citizens to give any information to the command center in person or call 0299206800. These numbers have been printed and will be given to you. The regional commander shall be available to attend to such persons at the regional headquarters, Accra. He can also be contacted on phone number 0244-682-740. In conclusion, I would like to say that members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, as the police continues with investigations, let this statement suffice for now. I also want to encourage members of the media to be mindful of your reportage, not to inflame passions. It's such a difficult terrain. I was there today myself and I saw it. So one major solution to this is for us to ensure that the people are relocated.
Well, we'll rest on the security situation at Agbogbloshie between the Kokumbas and the Dagombas and talk about some other issues. EIB Network has launched this year's Kwahu Festival at Abosuokai with an unforgettable lineup of events. Now, the annual event will kickstart on Friday till Monday when the Easter festivities are brought to a close.
the dispatch team setting off tomorrow, EIB has assured sponsors and patrons of an excellent experience that is tied to its resolve of making this year's Easter worth the buzz.
There was no better place to have our lunch than to come to Aboso Okan this morning. We've had it since 10 o'clock and it's gone very, very well. The patronage was good. So I think Aboso Okan is ready for Kwahu. EIB is ready. You and I know EIB is the only network that covers everywhere. We have radio, TV and print. So if you want coverage, if you want to have fun, if you want the best, there's nowhere to go than to go to Kwahu and to be with EIB Network. I'm standing as a business manager of Kasapa FM and I'm encouraging everybody to be at Kwahu. On behalf of EIB, on behalf of Kasapa and Ago FM who are fronting this whole thing, I declare Kwahu Easter 2017 officially launched.
Patrons can expect a weekend packed with fun activities aimed at making this Easter memorable.
Is this the part where I scream, Kwahu, Kwahu?
You didn't put the energy in it, so put the energy in it.
No,
But you know
I'm saving the energy to go to Kwahu because I will be paragliding.
I know one person who's joining you, and that person is shifting destination from Kumasi to Kwahu.
Well, I don't know how.
Mention the name, please.
Abna Owusunya Meche, just because he can't get it right anytime. Good evening to you, Abna.
Good evening, Nana. Yes, I will.
I told you.
It's good to know. Nana is the boss and she is giving me some holidays, and so I'm going to Kwahu.
Well,
I didn't know that.
Nana.
I didn't know this one.
You did that on live
TV.
And this is Business Brief on News Tonight. It is brought to you by National Investment Bank. Your business, our business.
Business Brief is brought to you by
National Investment Bank. Your business is our business.
I had for 2 months. Building in this country is too difficult.
Don't worry, the National Investment Bank We Pay for Your Dream scheme can help you finance your building project.
Listen, NIB gave me cement, iron rods, roofing sheets, and other materials to finish my building.
NIB can also help you purchase your home appliances, your mobile phones, and your motorbikes.
You don't even need to have an NIB account to benefit from the NIB We Pay for Your Dream scheme. No.
Just visit any NIB branch with a valid national photo ID card. And the best part is, all purchased products are at no interest.
Call NIB now on 050-145-1050.
National Investment Bank. Your business is our business.
In our first business story tonight, the prices of goods and services dropped further in the month of March, forcing the annual consumer price inflation to witness a decline from 13.2% in February to 12.8% in March. Acting government statistician Ban Wadie, who announced this to the media, attributed the decline to the fall in prices of non-food components such as furniture and transport.
The drop in consumer price inflation for the month of March represents a further boost in government's quest to bring inflation down to 11.2% this year as part of its drive to restore macroeconomic stability. According to officials of the Statistical Service, the March figure represents the lowest since December 2013. The acting government statistician Ban Wadie told the press food inflation was 7.3% in March compared to 7.1% in February, while non-food inflation was pegged at 15.6% last March compared with 16.4% in the previous month.
The main price drivers for the non-food inflation rates were recreation and culture, 23.7%, furnishings, household equipment and routine maintenance, 23.5%, clothing and footwear, 18.2%, education, 17.3%, miscellaneous goods and services, 16.7%, and health, 15.8%. And the price drivers for the food inflation rate were fish and seafood with a rate of 14.7%, and meat and meat products with a rate of 10.9%.
We now go to the mining sector, where some illegal Chinese miners and their Ghanaian accomplices have been arraigned before the Koforidua Circuit Court B. The suspects were arrested in 2 separate operations by the police, with the latest arrest occurring on Saturday.
The 4 Chinese illegal miners were arrested by the Eastern Regional Police Command on Saturday at Achim Topreman near Akwetia in the Danyembo district. The 30 armed police contingent who raided the mining site retrieved a box of 155 BB cartridge ammunitions, a pump-action gun, and a locally made single-barrel gun. The police team also impounded 5 excavators and 2 Toyota pickups, all brought to the regional police headquarters in Koforidua. The latest arrest brings to 12 the number of Chinese arrested engaged in illegal mining.
To some labor issues now, it has emerged that the victim in the Maako abuse case, Evelyn Boache's head, was not dipped in pepper. Police investigator on the case, Detective Eunice Ahiabo, admitted in evidence during the cross-examination the pepper was splashed on the victim's face instead. According to the detective, her evidence is based on the account of the complainant's statement and intelligence gathered from some sources at the Abilimpe branch of Maako.
It will be recalled that on February 26, 2017, 25-year-old Evelyn Boache was inhumanely treated by her supervisor, Jihad Chaban, at the Abelenpe branch of the food company. According to her, Chaban shoved her face into hot pepper paste and preventing her other colleagues from coming to her rescue. Today, the police investigator probing the Maako pepper attack, Detective Inspector Eunice Ashiagbo, in her cross-examination told the court that the accused, Jihad Chaban, did not forcefully dip Evelyn Boache's head in the blended pepper. Rather, she said, the pepper splashed on Evelyn's face in the spur of the moment. The defense lawyers who are to officially open their defense in the next court hearing said they intend to file an application of no case in the light of this development. They explained that the pepper splashed on Evelyn's face was not intentional but an occupational hazard. The case has therefore been adjourned to Thursday, 19th April 2017.
The president of Group Ideal, Nico Tejani, has stressed the need for government to prioritize education if it intends to accelerate development and enhance the country's growth potential. He's also called for stringent efforts in training the youth, help them appreciate the values of society and become more patriotic.
Nico Tejani, who was speaking at the University of Cape Coast when workers of Ideal Group went in to donate some office equipment to enhance teaching and learning, said Ghana is losing its quality human resource base that is needed to transform its economy. He said there was the need for corporate Ghana to support in promoting quality education to ensure that students who graduate from the universities meet the needs of the job market. He assured the school authorities the group, which comprises of 13 subsidiaries, will collaborate with the authorities at the economics department by providing them with some basic logistics and other accessories needed to promote effective teaching and learning.
Our intention is to collaborate with the economics department to establish a school of economics. We are going to support the department with logistics and resources in it.
He was optimistic the support will enable the economics department train more students to help transform the economic fortunes of the country.
Not just to be a school of economics, but to be a school of economics of influence and impact on society. I'm looking forward for us to have a school of economics that can predict the economic fortune of this country in the next 30 years. And we can only do that if we have the logistics and we do research into our economic fundamentals.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, Professor Joseph Ampia, expressed his gratitude to Group Ideal for its support to the department and added that the authorities will put the items to good use.
I'm very grateful to Group Ideal and in particular to its president for such a kind gesture to the university and to the Department of Economics. We will also play our part, and not only asking for more. In asking for more, you need to bring your plate. So we will have to find a plate to bring.
The group donated computers, printers, and other accessories worth over 91,000 Ghana cedis to the Economics Department of UCC.
And that ends the business segment tonight on News Tonight on GHOne TV. It was brought to you by National Investment Bank. Your business, our business.
Business Brief was brought to you by
National Investment Bank. Your business is our business.
Hey, for 2 months. Building in this country is too difficult.
Don't worry, the National Investment Bank We Pay for Your Dream scheme can help you finance your building project.
Listen, NIB gave me cement, iron rods, roofing sheets, and other materials to finish my building.
NIB can also help you purchase your home appliances, your mobile phones, and your motorbikes.
You don't even need to have an NIB account to benefit from the NIB We Pay for Your Dream scheme. No.
Just visit any NIB branch with a valid national photo ID card. And the best part is, all purchased products are at no interest.
Call NIB now on 050-145-1050.
National Investment Bank. Your business is our business.
It's time for us to bring you some sports news, and Tony Bebley is standing by.
Thank you, Abna. Coming up in sports, 2 teams. Great Olympics to present 2 teams against Liberty come Sunday in the Ghana Premier League. Details soon.
Sports Brief is brought to you by Castlegate Real Estate Group.
Castlegate Estate Ghana Limited has evolved with new management and administration and positioned itself to serve you better. Seize this opportunity to do business with us by reserving a plot this year and start your own construction today. Castlegate Estate also has near complete or shell houses and serviced plots at prime locations on offer for sale at Katamanso, Tama Community 22 and 25 extensions, Dodoa and Prampram at very affordable prices. Our fully serviced plots come with electricity, pipe-borne water and road network. These plots are now selling fast. Just call our new management team and book appointment for free site visits. Castlegate Estate. We make home ownership easy.
And confusion hitting the camp of Great Olympics as 2 coaches for Great Olympics. Godwin Trump training with 15 players at the Fire Service Park, and newly appointed Coach Tom Strand also training with 15 players at the Prampram Park. So come this Sunday, Great Olympics will be presenting 2 sets of teams at the Dansuma Liberty Professional Park. We go straight to Godwin Trump to find out what is actually happening in the camp of the Agosuelas. That day, this time, is Olympics confusion.
Before I was Division 1, Obi and Benton, team not qualify. Olympics, they be now we cause a problem. My assistant coach, you can't say here training one back. Until I realized, say, you are the sanity. He called me and I'm catching and say, yeah, training whatever Omube Kanu, yes, you are training because you catch me saying be training. Yes. Until me be training no. Until Omumbra, but Omu ni asisia. Omu si Omu di coach aba. No omu pe we a omu betia players no omu enticement fees any last year sika omu promise ni niam nyina omu betia no omu fati mi nko omu betia dia me ba be train wa ya ma ji say me ko but me say me ko Olympics value so yes that's already affecting the players. It has been affecting the players since day one. Yes, share league nothing. Nah, family player way to mu. Hey, you frustrating the team.
It is really the wonder club of Ghana with so many accolades. Oli Gbogbo, Oli Dade, Agosue. This time, Oli Confusion. Presenting two teams, 8 on Sunday against one club. Let's find out what happens. Great Olympics. I know some supporters will not be happy, especially Nanaba is not happy as an Agosue fan. Also, okay, we shift our attention straight to some Champions League and earlier on, the game against Dortmund and Monaco. Dortmund going all out. Monaco traveling from France to beat Dortmund by 3-2. And currently underway is Atletico Madrid against Leicester City, and Atletico, they are leading by a lone goal, and Real Madrid against Bayern Munich also up by 1 goal. So as that for Champions League updates. So if you're a fan of Monaco traveled to Germany to beat Dortmund by 3-2. That's all for sports news out, where the news continues.
Corner kicks as they were executed at Euro 96. Now a chance perhaps here for Monaco, and the penalty is given. Yellow card as well for Socrates. The boos ring around the stadium as Fabinho misses. Went right the way through the middle. Lamar pulls it back and bundled over the line by Mbappe. Here is Raji. Don't expect him to venture forward too often in open play. Oh, it was a fantastic ball, and Sven Bender has nodded the ball into his own net. Here's Rafael Guerreiro and Aubameyang, Kagawa, Godwin, and Borussia Dortmund are back in the tie. Oh, what a chance as it opens up now for Monaco. Dispatch with aplomb. Mbappe! Kagawa, shooting position, 3-2.
Sports Brief was brought to you by Castlegate Real Estate Group.
All right, so what weather would you want to see during the festive season?
Well, I'm looking forward to the Easter festivities, but Olympics keep breaking my heart. I'm not sure what the weather will like. I mean, this is disgrace, a big disgrace. It is shameful. It is so sad that on Sunday, and we are not even winning games, and we're presenting two teams, one led by Tom Strand, who I'm completely against his appointment, and then Atram, who has my support.
So who goes in? Who goes to play the match?
15,
match officials?
First half by the first.
Can't wait for this to happen. Only
so
history in the making.
Disgraceful. This is only confusion. All right, the weather is next.
Enough! Abba! Plenty medical bills. I have tried different methods and it hasn't prevented sin. My son has been in the hospital twice this year because of malaria. I haven't had a good night's sleep in years. But now no more. Since I painted with Inesfly insecticide paint. Copy.
Inesfly insecticide paint kills mosquitoes dead for up to 2 years. It is a quality paint, a healthier option, and it's totally safe for humans and pets.
Take my word for it. Paint malaria out. Use Inesfly insecticide paint now.
Inesfly for a pest-free life.
The weather is brought to you by
Inesfly for a pest-free life.
All right, so it's always a delight having you on News Tonight. Let's just quickly move on to the international front. Did Goodluck Jonathan play any role in getting some oil rigs for multinationals? We have this and other interesting details on the international front.
Nigeria's former president, Goodluck Jonathan, has denied allegations that he received $200 million from the $1.3 billion payments made by the international oil companies for access to a prime oil block off the coast of the Niger Delta. His media advisor, Ikechukwu, said in a statement that the allegations are fake news meant to tarnish his rising profile in the international community. Mr. Jonathan said he did not know Danny Tete, a former oil minister and the architect of the controversial deal, who received a huge chunk of the payment from oil giant Shell for the lucrative oil block which he owned. Shell has denied any wrongdoing. The US and Russian presidents have revealed the wide gulf between them over Syria. Donald Trump said Russia was backing an animal in Syria's Bashar al-Assad. Vladimir Putin said the US had violated the law by bombing a Syrian airbase and that the level of trust with the US had worsened since Mr. Trump took office. The meeting between the president and the US Secretary of State had been in doubt, but a spokeswoman for the US Embassy in Moscow, citing Kremlin officials, confirmed it was taking place. Tensions have risen since a suspected chemical attack on the rebel-held Syrian town of Khan Sheikhoun last week that left 89 people dead.
Right, we've got E-Zone coming up now.
Ghanaian artists continue to spread music across the world. The latest artists to do so are Sokoje and Efia, who have been named as part of a tall list of A-list African artists who will be performing at the One Africa Music Festival, which will be held on May the 13th. The festival, which will take place at the SSE Arena Wembley in London, will also include performances from Davido, Techno, Judena, P-Square, Tiwa Savage, Olamide, Casper Neovest, Alikiba, Flavor and MI. Here's some interesting facts from the world of lifestyle and entertainment. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Did you know that the song Jingle Bells was originally written for Thanksgiving? Interestingly, because metal was scarce, the Oscars given out during World War II were made out of plaster. NASA uses the movie Armageddon as part of its training program. The voice of Yoda in Star Wars and Miss Piggy in The Muppets were done by the same person named Frank Oz.
The Cowbell Vita-Rich formula has been stolen. Get it back at all costs.
Tasting Cowbell with Vita-Rich has the 28 vitamins and minerals you need to be at the top of your game. Delicious, nutritious Cowbell with Vita-Rich, our milk.
All right, so before we take leave of you, let's take a look at our headlines once again. Former President John Dramani Mahama has accepted blame for the NDC's electoral defeat but chides the media for biased reportage. He calls it a devious media.
So how can the Kokumba-Dagomba clashes be resolved? Well, IGP considers relocating residents of Old Fadama to curb the recurrent clashes between the Kokumbas and the Dagombas. There are, meanwhile, Kokumbas threaten to retaliate in the northern region.
In other news, 30 members of Delta Force standing trial for assault of a public officer have been granted bail by a Kumasi High Court.
Some good news for prices. The consumer price inflation further drops to 12.8%. for the month of March.
And it's a horrible confusion over which team represents Accra Great Olympics in the Ghana Premier League on Sunday.
We took you to the international front where Nigeria's former president Goodluck Jonathan denies receiving $200 million in bribes from international oil companies for prime oil blocks.
Right, so thanks for your company for tonight. Coming up on State of Affairs, I'll be speaking to the leadership of the Dagombas and the Konkombas at Old Fadama. I'm Nana Banamwa.
My name is Kwekutemen. You can't miss that one. Stay with us on State of Affairs. Can we ever resolve some of these difficulties? We're back shortly with State of Affairs.
The biggest quail experience in Ghana yet. Be part of the Kasapa Quail Easter Fun Train with MTN. All roads lead to the Ojianoma Mountains for non-stop entertainment, great food and good music from your high life legends live from Quail. On Saturday, 15th of April, Kasapa 102.5 FM and Nyakwaba Nyako Hotel brings you a special high life concert with Ghana's evergreen high life legend, the Iron Boy, Abrantia Amachi Dede, and the Perfect Melodies Band. On Sunday, 16th of April, another outstanding performance from the nation's finest, Hofori Amponsa, aka Pastor Alewa and Bisake De. Share your pictures and videos on social media using @MTN Ghana and hashtag Kasapa Quail Easter. Tag friends and family to experience Quail live on MTN 4G. Kasapa Quail Easter 2017 experience is brought to you by Kasapa FM and MTN everywhere you go. Sponsors: Club Beer, Crisp, Fresh and truly Ghanaian. Protector Conda, Alamobitus, Bacchus Energy Drink, Listen God Real Estate, Tama Cosmetics, Extra Time Abensu, Media Partner, Star FM, Live FM, GH1 TV, Ago TV, Ago FM, Daily Heritage Newspaper, Ultimate FM, and Abusia FM. Baby, I
A little helping hand will go a long way to get your meals tasting really delicious. So season your cooking with Unger for that delicious taste and irresistible aroma that will get your loved ones looking forward to mealtimes. Unger.
It's 6 a.m. coming to you live from the Platinum Heights.
Welcome to your award-winning GH Today.
Join your TV royals every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. as they take you through the world of politics.
Today, when you cook rice in my unless you add the sakabo to it, I won't eat.
You are ready for the sakabo?
Yeah, the sakabo.
Well, look at the billboards all around. Quantify them, cost them, and you reach a point where you see money swipe.
Lifestyle.
Hearts are beautiful and classic on gentlemen.
Sports.
He's 1-on-2. It is GHOne. He's in the area. He scores!
The World Cup is a big stage. Why would he not talk about the AFCON 27? No. You see, people cannot take Ghanaians for a ride.
News Extra.
My name is AJ Sapon, and it is time to bring you NS.
Entertainment. GH Today.
That's awesome.
Two guests, forming a panel of 3 lawyers. Each week, discussing relevant legal topics.
As soon as the court grants the adoption order, that child is no longer the child of the natural parent.
There isn't a single text in our law books which would come close to forcing a kid in his mature age to take care of his parents.
The gossips. Yeah. You've heard it's baseless. You move on from house to house discussing it. They can sue you for defamation.
If you go to office and you don't work, when is the end of the month? Feel shy. Don't go to the bank, please.
Some people actually sign prenups at the wedding ceremony. Actually, they sign it first and then they sign the certificate. What is this?
Law Express. Be empowered.
Hello there, and you're most welcome to television's best experience.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back.
This is beautiful.
Even while we sleep.
I really want you to come go with me on this exciting journey.
Say how they come, that bar. When they say how they go, that bar.
This is the beast. This is the Rolls Royce Phantom.
When they see me out of town, that bar. When they see me from my hood,
It's fun, it's insightful, it's exclusive. This is Revealed. My name is Bolare, and this is my show.
Catch Revealed this and every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. with a repeat on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Revealed with Bolare, proudly brought to you by Bel Air Rare Lux, Legend Group, and Unibank, caring for you.
It is often said that women don't like sports. Well, there is some truth to that. But it doesn't stop women from cheering and jeering when players are on the field. My name is Nana Banamwa, and I bring you cheers with a bevy of articulate, beautiful, intelligent, and very entertaining ladies. We'll be talking through all the sports, from the most beautiful goal to the best player and the worst player. It is all on Cheers on this channel every Saturday morning.
Cheers is brought to you by Style Up, by Gandor Cosmetics, Lifestyle Gallery, Fifi Beauty Center, and Yum Vita, a delicious way to grow.
What is your personal vision for the company?
We should be a very significant player in the industry, known as the real face of insurance.
I take my moments when they come. I'm trying to get into a more rounded business leader.
Can I be the president of Ghana? No, I can't. I don't have what it takes to be the president of Ghana.
Oh, no, I think you do.
That's your opinion, Akwesi. Thanks for the compliment.
My name is Akwesi Safo Kantanka. Join me right here at Fiesta Residences Boutique Hotel and Apartments as I ask the tough questions.
Change Managers with Akwesi, Women to Watch, a compelling conversation with women who are defining the future.
Thinking about suicides in this country, it's something that occurred to me some time ago, years ago. I thought of it. I've thought of it about twice, but thankfully I didn't get to do it, and I'm very happy to be here today, and I think I'm very, very happy with my life right now. So go ahead, choose life. My name is Kofi Otredako.
Choose Life is a GH1 TV initiative promoting the value of life.
Away, away from the noise.
Wake up to the sweet sound of worship as the servant of God ushers us into his throne of grace.
Don't stay focused on what happened yesterday. God is saying something better is coming.
For when challenges strike, the Lord is our refuge. Therefore, let's start our day by seeking him first and committing our all into his hands.
When we carry around bitterness, unforgiveness, guilty, angry at our neighbor, you may not realize it, but that's stinking up your life.
Join Joel Austin 5 to 5:30 a.m. from Monday to Friday and let the word put a bounce in your step.
I'll never be the same. Never, never, never. I'll never be the same. In Jesus' name. God bless you.
Debris. I've seen it somewhere.
That's the best feeling ever.
Wow. You see for Austin?
Hi, this is Becca and you are watching
Live TV. It's Bob, yeah.
The juiciest entertainment queen Vanessa J.
J means one, only means two.
My name's Antoine Metz. I'm here with DJ Master J.
Daily dose of them. My favorite stations right now, Live TV.
Mothers, Live TV. Keep on your tune, you hear that? Wicked. What?
State of Affairs is proudly brought to you by Cowbell Coffee.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to State of Affairs. I'm Nana Abanamo, and this show is, of course, brought to you by Cowbell Coffee. Now, tonight, we are talking about the attacks we saw at the Agbogloshi market, or what we call the Old Fadama area yesterday, between the Dagombas and the Konkombas. We'll be finding out tonight if really what some media houses have been calling ethnic clashes is exactly what it is, and exactly what led to these clashes that have led to about 2 deaths. You understand, 2 deaths. The police say 1, the other reports suggest 3 deaths. Of course, if you listen to the Konkombas, they claim that some of them cannot find their wives and children. They believe that they are being held hostage by the Dagombas. Also today, the regent of the Dagbon area condemned the attacks here, and also we are hearing of reprisal attacks, a threat of reprisal attacks up north if these things are not resolved immediately. As we speak, we still have military and police personnel in Old Fadama. Joining me in the studio tonight is Abdullahi Idrisu. He's a spokesperson for the Old Fadama and Dagomba Youth Association. You're welcome to the studio.
Thank you,
Abdullahi. And also is Stephen Nauma.
Sure.
Yeah, Stephen Nauma also speaks for the Konkomba Yam Market Association. You're both welcome to the studio. Okay, so now tell me, I'm going to give you a minute each to tell me exactly what happened yesterday. I'll start with you, Abdullahi.
Thank you for the opportunity, and good evening to your viewers. Yesterday I was at home. I don't stay at Konkomo Market precisely. When I had a call that there was some confusion at Old Fadama. So I rushed in, and before I reached there, there was a series of attacks. What they made me understand was somebody stole cylinder. Some people say phone. I don't know.
But until date, we have not been able to ascertain the veracity of that.
Because from the media, I hear people saying it's phone, telephone. And from the other houses like yours, today, I listened to one of our brothers talk, and he was saying cylinder, gas cylinder. And from my part, what my people briefed me, that guy came into Accra just 3 days ago.
The one who stole the cylinder, or who stole whatever it is that was stolen?
The one which they say, it is alleged.
Okay.
We can't say he did. Stole a cylinder. And my people tell me he came in 3 days ago. He doesn't know this place very well. And going to our brothers and sisters at Konkomba Market, where the yam market is, you will see a path going, and it ends somewhere like a compound.
Right.
So this guy go and buy a food, and he was going, we mistakenly went in there and some people suspect. And as they say in Ghana, July or something like that.
Okay.
So our brothers and sisters who rush in there, and they beat him up.
So that was what happened. This is
That
what
was
you were told.
Yeah, this is what I was told.
Okay, all right.
They beat him up, and he also go to his people, announced to them. They also rush in, and misunderstanding came.
So that is what
Yeah.
led to the clashes.
Yes,
the
that is
accounts
what
you received.
just led to the clashes.
Okay, let's hear you, Stephen, as well. What did you pick up?
Thank you, Nanaba, and good evening to your viewers. Just as my brother started by saying that he doesn't reside at Abu Bulushi, same do I. But then I had a phone call that there was this clash, and then I quickly rushed there. I got there and I was fed with information that a supposed thief was caught a night before yesterday, was beaten up. And then he went and told his colleagues that Konkumes beat him of no reason. So they came in a revenge, and it wasn't successful. They went back. The following morning, the gentleman who they claim he beat the guy up went to the police station to make a complaint that the night before yesterday, this is what happened to him. So he was at the police station making his statement, and he had a call that the Gomez came to his house and he wasn't around. So there was a Konkoma woman who served food by his doorsteps. They carried the soup and all the food she was cooking, poured into his room.
Poured the soup into the gentleman who had gone to lodge the complaint?
Yes.
They poured the soup?
Yes.
Okay.
So he also quickly went to his colleagues, the Konkoma side, to inform them that, yes, this is what is going on. They got there and they actually saw what happens. Most of the rooms were tampered by the Dagombes, the angry Dagombe youths, that felt that they were not comfortable with the way their brother, a supposed thief, was treated. So upon that, there was a place called the community center. They went to the community center and attacked the place because that is where they believe that the Gombe youth sits to organize their whatever. So they vandalized the place, and then set up some motorbikes ablaze. And then came back to the yam market to continue their normal duties, only for them to realize a thick reinforcement from the Gomba side with undisputed weapons. Start shooting up and down.
Where would they get these weapons from?
They have them. They have them.
They have the weapons?
They have them.
How do you know?
My brother who was shot dead was shot by a gun.
Your brother was killed?
Yes, the guy who is killed is a brother. Yes.
And you believe that he was killed by the group from the side?
Of course, because there was no any other third party.
Where, if you really have these arms, where do you get them from? Is this true?
It depends upon what my brother says. Gun? What kind of gun, if I may ask?
A gun is a gun. Let's just start with that.
So if you tell me they beat up somebody, and even to an extent pour a soup into somebody's room. And this office that he's talking about is not just a community center. It is a community office. It is not only the Gombes who are in there. We have all kind of tribes. We have three accounts in the community. And as I'm speaking now, the secretary to the community office is an account. You understand? It is only the acting chairman, but he's acting, who is a Dagomba. And we have Konkombes among
in this association?
Yes, in this
office you're talking about?
Yeah. We have Konkombes amount there.
Okay. Now he's alleging that your people came in with guns, fully armed.
That is not true. It can only be alleged. Police were there. The question is, how many guns did the police retrieve? If indeed my people come in there with guns and police were there, how many guns did they retrieve? That is the question. And I'm saying it again. If you hear a gunshot and the police were there with their guns, why didn't you say it was police who were shooting into the air? Why do you suspect it is the Gombas who use guns? So are you telling me Konkombas can't buy guns? It is only the Gombas who know how to shoot. I don't think so. You didn't capture anybody with a gun. At least no one has been able to point to somebody that he was holding a gun. I don't want to delve into certain issues. I can also sit here and allege that it was Konkombas who were shooting, because nobody saw the Goma man holding a gun. And nobody saw a Konkoma man too holding a gun. So if you say it was the Gombas who was holding a gun, and I also say it was Konkombas who
then we are not getting anywhere with that.
Then we are not getting anywhere.
Okay. So, but you are confident that these arms were possessed by the Gombas?
Ghana police are professionals. They know when to shoot a mayor and when to shoot and kill. I don't want to believe that Ghana police will start shooting to kill. And I've not heard one. Unless, of course, it's a stray bullet. And my brother, who is killed at the mortuary at the moment, is shot down. And I don't want to believe that a Konkoma colleague shot him dead. And where he was shot, he don't even know where the guy was shot. I took the security men there yesterday. I showed them where he was shot. And I showed them sample of bullets. If you have reporters, tomorrow they contact me, I will take them there, point to them, look at this bullet. Look at where the Gombas were, and look at the direction that the bullet came from.
Okay, let me ask you this. You want to react to that quickly before?
Nanama, you know what? First of all, I didn't say it was police who shoot and kill him. I didn't say that.
Of course, you didn't.
And I didn't say it was the Gombas who did that. And I didn't say it is Konkombas.
You're just saying that no one had arms.
Look,
the kind of arms we were talking about.
People
so
hear gunshots. I'm coming. Look, people heard a gunshot. But
From
no
where?
one can appoint any Dagomba man who wielded a gun. So if you say a Dagomba man and you allege it, so you must prove. You can tell, okay, this was the person who was holding a gun.
Okay. But till date, you haven't been able to tell us that it was that man who was wielding this implement.
The security agencies have not invited for any evidence.
Okay.
When they need be and they invite, we will be able to prove beyond every reasonable doubt.
Let me ask the two of you this question, and I pray you answer the question dispassionately.
Yeah.
Why would an allegation of a stolen cylinder or a mobile phone lead to such attacks and lead to the death of 2, 1, or 3 people, whichever the report is? Why would that happen over a stolen mobile phone or a cylinder?
It is very unfortunate it happened, but the truth of the matter is this thing started not today. It started right after change of government.
Okay. What has the change of government got to do with Dagombas and Konkombe?
2009, when there was a change of government, you still have the records. People were murdered gruesomely at Old Fadama police station, right in front of the police station.
Who was murdered?
A lot of people were murdered over there. The Gombas were murdered over there.
The Gombas were murdered when there was a change of government?
Yes.
I'm trying to understand you. Are you then saying that the Dagombas are associated with a new patriotic party?
I am not saying that.
What are you saying?
So let me make my point.
Okay.
Right after that, I have good friends who are Dagombas. They ran away from Accra, specifically Agbogboleshi. Until yesterday, I met some of them again when this clash came on. Ask him if he were there. I was the only person who went to their territory with the security, if he were there. Because I know very well that, yes, I don't have any bad mind.
I'm trying to understand you. When you say that it happened after the change of government, can you explain?
Yes, I will explain.
Okay.
Right after change of government, some rooms were seized in 2009. So the original owners of those rooms also believe that they are sympathizers of the new patriotic party. So when their government is in power now, they need to retrieve their properties and assets back.
Okay, and these owners of these houses are Dagombas?
Yes. When they started the retrieval, they went beyond what belongs to them. They have locked series of rooms that I, the district police commander, and then the community chairman, the Yam Market chairman, and some stakeholders in the community went for a meeting, and there was some kind of hypocrisy in the meeting. Honesty wasn't displayed in the meeting.
Hypocrisy from who? On whose part?
From some part of the members. When we meet today and agreed on a point that tomorrow this is what we are doing for a lasting peace, the next moment it is not fixable.
Okay. Is there any truth to this?
You do ask a question. Why will a cylinder or stolen mobile phone lead to this crisis? Nanaba, we have laws in Ghana. If I stole, I want to believe that the best place to go is to take the person to police station, not beat him up.
Of course.
I wouldn't want to go this way, but look, we have a history, Dagombes and Konkombes, which is very bad. And I don't think my brother sitting there would want the history to repeat itself.
Which is this history?
Neither am I.
Okay.
You can remember 1993, 1994, Guinea Fowl. Guinea Fowl War, they call it.
Yes.
We are not praying for it. And until I came into this studio, I didn't even hear that reprisal attack would go on in the northern region. I didn't even hear that. But is it necessary?
Absolutely not.
Is it necessary? If we fight among ourselves, youth, let's believe that. We are all youths and there's a clashes among us. Should that go beyond here to northern region? I don't think so. Especially the Dagombes and Konkombes, please. Our overlord now, our acting overlord now, which is the regent of Dagba, is half Konkomba, half Dagomba.
And he has condemned the attacks.
And he has condemned the attacks. Look, I have always said this, which I wasn't even expecting my brother to mention. Going political way, the people who died in 2009 was all Dagombes. It wasn't Konkombes who killed them, so why should Dagombes attack Konkombes for that?
Okay, but is it true that you have some Dagombes coming in to seize rooms belonging to the Konkombes?
The history is, in 2008, right after the declaration of Mills Mahama administration, some youth went wayward, chased NPP members out of. And that happened between Dagombes and Dagombes. I was a victim.
You were chased out?
Yes, I was a victim. And so many brothers who went out there. And look, the people who seize the rooms, take a plan. They didn't sell it to Dagombes, they sell it to Konkombes. That was what they did.
Okay.
That is our NDC colleagues there.
The NDC, your NDC colleagues?
Our NDC colleagues seized the rooms which belongs to their own brothers.
Their brothers who are Dagombes?
Who are Dagombes.
Okay.
And sold it off to Konkombes.
Why would they do that?
This is the reason. What we are seeing today.
So it is not just about a
People
cylinder?
have it is not just about the cylinder. It is not about the cylinder. They set an agenda for us, and it seems the agenda is working.
Who is setting this agenda?
The people who sold the rooms off. What they wanted is to clash us, for it to look like the Dagombes and Konkombes are fighting.
But historically, do you have differences?
We have differences,
okay,
which was solved. As I'm speaking to you now, some Dagombes married to Konkombes, and Konkombes married to Dagombes. My brother can attest to that.
Right.
So the difference is way back. You can't eat your cake and have it. We fought, yes. And we done with it. if there's differences, to, like we still have the differences with us, why will have Konkomba have the Gomba rule over the Gombas? That wouldn't have happened at all.
Okay, so if you have a regent who is half Dagomba, half Konkomba, I thought that would have brought a finality to the differences you have. Why would you sit in Old Fadama and get into these misbehavior for the regent to even comment on something happening in Accra?
Yes, the supposed information that I just heard here is not true.
Which one?
That Konkombas are preparing to revenge in the northern region.
Well, it was a statement some of them issued. It was not taken out of a vacuum.
Yes, it is. It was just an oversight. It's
Okay.
an oversight. No Konkomba man, as I speak, and I repeat, no Konkomba man have the intention to revenge on this issue. We are peace lovers. We love peace than any other thing.
And the Dagombas don't love peace?
That they can explain that to themselves. If they love peace, then peace should reign. Because in Dagbon, you go to Dagbon today, there's no peace. You come to Bimbila, there's no peace. You go to Yendi, there's no peace.
Let me chip in there.
Don't chip in.
Let me
I
chip
give you
in
time
there.
to talk.
I don't think I'll allow this one to go. No, I don't think I'll allow this one to go. If you are saying you love peace, I don't debate. You don't have prophecy by your own.
So Abdullah, give me a minute. I'll come to you.
We are mixed.
Abdullah, I'll come to you. I'll come to you in a minute. I'll come to you in a minute.
I think I was on the floor, so
yes.
just let me.
1 minute. I'll come to you, Abdullah. I'll give you the opportunity.
Yes. When you want to study the political terrain and you want to check out the flashpoint in the northern region, no Konkoma community, single one Konkoma community can be identified as a flashpoint. Because one, we are across all over the country. When you go to the Volta region, we have Konkombas there. We dominate in the northern region, we are in the eastern region, and then the Bronga Half, even some part of Ashanti region. Konkombas are there because one, we love farming. We are not lazy. We have an occupation, and we are proud of that. We are very proud of farming. We are farmers, predominantly farmers, and we love it. We will not have time to go and sit by a roadside, causing unnecessary issues. No way. We would have loved using that in our farms to get yams and sell and make some money. I don't think I traveled down from my village to Accra because I want to fight my colleague, the Gomba man. What for? And I don't want to believe that that is why Abdullah is here to do.
Okay.
There are some people in among the Dagombas who are possessed with drugs. I mean, weed.
Okay, but you seem to be pointing all the time at the Dagombas.
Yes.
So the Konkombas do no wrong.
We are such that we fear trouble.
So you don't do any wrong?
When we are suppressed, we will react.
Okay. When you are suppressed,
yes.
But you don't go out of your way.
We don't go out to look for trouble. You know why? When I was growing, my mom told me that, look, Nandi, be very careful. Don't look for trouble. If you look for trouble, you have nobody to defend you.
Okay.
I grew up with that mentality.
All right. Abdullah, I'll have you come in now.
You know what? It's good to always say something you feel like saying. Just what is happening in the Konkomba market. This is the 5th time. This is the 5th time. Maybe my brother don't know.
In how many years?
Only this year, after change of government. This is the 5th time. When does reclaiming of the rooms in Konkomba market started? We contacted the Konkomba community there, and a group or something like committee was formed. Because we didn't want the situation whereby I will come and forcefully take what belongs to me from my colleague Konkomba, who didn't, at the first place, take the room from me. Somebody sell it off to him. So we dialogued, and the leaders among us, our leaders and Konkomba leaders, agreed. If you know this room belongs to me and it was sold to your colleague Konkomba man, go to your leaders, inform them. Let your leaders come and meet the Konkomba leaders, and it will be resolved. I don't know whether my brother is aware of it.
I was part of the
that committee.
Yes. So if we don't love peace, why will I be forming committee, being in a committee, to settle issues amicably. Why? I don't think I would do that if I don't love peace. I don't think so. This yesterday issue was a 5th time the Konkombes attacked the Gombes. And I have no intention of talking about it. I am only saying it because my brother mentioned something like that. Maybe you are aware, Delam might have told you that old Fadama Dagomba Youth Association is planning to do press conference tomorrow.
Yes.
The press conference was not to justify anything that happened. Attacks, let's condemn it. It is not good. It shouldn't be. We should try certain dialogue. I think dialogue will have helped. To an extent, beating somebody you should have even taken to police station in the first place. It is not right. If you love peace, you don't do that.
You see, sometimes when you are a hypocrite and you are not being factual, things get wrong.
Who's being a hypocrite now?
I think I'm on the floor, right?
Let him end. Yes.
You shouldn't. If you love peace, like you say, you love peace. For me, I love peace. If you do something, I'll give you to police, because I know that it's the reason why police are there, to protect me and to protect you, to defend the laws of Ghana. And I can't put my finger on any single law in Ghana that shows if you get a criminal, you should beat him up. So if you do that and claim you love peace, then where is it? Where is it? The press conference was planned to promote peace.
It's coming on tomorrow, isn't it?
It's coming on tomorrow.
Okay.
To promote peace, to tell our brothers Konkombes across board, Ashanti region, Northern region, wherever we find Konkombes, to tell them, we the Gombes, we are brothers with them. We don't have any issue. We don't have fights or something like war, killing one another. I don't think that is the way to go. I don't think so. The youth there only reacted because the community office was burnt. I have pictures to show you when the community office was vandalized. By then I was there. At the beginning I wasn't there. But after the Konkomba youth, if the Gomba youth pour soup into somebody's room, does it lead to vandalizing a community office? That community there, Konkomba Market, Old Fadama, it's not made of the Gombes alone. The Gombes in there, I don't even think that the tribes which is in there, it's more than 7 tribes.
7? More than 7?
It's more than that.
We have 16 tribes live around Konkomba Market.
You understand? It's more than that. And every issue is being solved in the community office. Why would you vandalize such an office? To an extent of burning it? Nanaba, I think we should call a spade, not a spoon. The reason why I accepted to come here was to talk about peace and dialogue.
Of course.
Not to count what happened or what did not happen. What happened yesterday, I condemn it in no uncertainty. I wasn't expecting that to happen between Konkombe and the Konkombes and the Gombes. Why? Are we only tribes in Ghana? Just some years ago, we fought over a guinea fowl. A guinea fowl for a tribe.
You feel this is damaging the image of the Dagombes and the Konkombes?
Yes. Not only the Dagombes and Konkombes. We should remember that we have a mother to protect. That is not a region. If somebody did something bad to you, remember you have something to protect. Our name should not be coming out for wrong reasons. I don't think that is the way to go. Anytime that you will see a northern region in the news, it will be for a bad reason.
My brother is saying peace, 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 peace. We are all peace lovers. like I said. But then he's failing to let you understand that some elements in the Gomba community are the perpetrators.
Because he wants to sound more reconciliatory.
Yes, that is why we are here. But then, like I said, if I don't tell you that it is Henry that caused this, I will go out and I will not be happy. There are some names that he knows are the originators of what happened yesterday.
I'm sure he would also come up with names from your parents.
That's okay, because we want to a conclusion of peace. We want to conclude at peace point.
Okay, but don't you think that the blame game, that you caused this, you started this, is unnecessary?
It is never it is not a blame game, Nanaba.
Okay, if two people have died, if your brother has died, and I know you need a closure,
yes.
But don't you think that coming together to deal with the challenges?
We have actually prepared for a press conference to address this issue.
Tomorrow? So you're both holding
No,
different...
ours are not coming on tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
I'm not even aware of what they are saying.
Okay.
But then the main point is a Konkomba man is a peace lover.
The Konkomba man is a peace lover too. You're all peace lovers. I mean, the entire country loves peace.
I can't say much about you because you love Oli Daddy, Oli, and I don't know that.
That's a funny one.
Yeah. You see that? So if a Konkomba man is making a press conference against what happened yesterday, it means that we don't expect that. That's the least expectation of us at the young market. Because when the guns were given that place to Konkomes, it was one of the factors they considered. That where we are giving you because we know you are soft. You are peace lovers. That was early 80s. Settle here, sell your yams to ordinary Ghanaian to get who cannot travel down to the north to buy it from there.
All right.
That's at that time our brothers they were at timber markets. Today timber market is no more functioning. They all moved to Konkomes. We don't have problem. We don't have problem at all because we want to have them around us, and they will want us around themselves too. But the main point is, let us make peace and love peace.
Okay.
By doing so, let's respect each other's authority.
Okay, I have to take a break now. We'll come back and talk about Old Fadama. Today the IGP says that the only way to end the situation there, these recurrent attacks, is to relocate the people at Old Fadama. I'll pick their thoughts when we return. Stay with us.
Everybody drink our coffee, smile and have a sunshine day. Everybody do what you're doing, smile and have a sunshine day. Everybody do what you're doing, your smile will bring a sunshine day.
Drink up
the celebration, we're together, join your hands in harmony. Everybody, do what you're doing. Smile and have a sunshine day.
Everybody, start every day with delicious, nutritious Cowbell coffee and have a sunshine day.
Everybody, drink our coffee. Smile and have a sunshine day. Woo!
A hero of change is the one who lends a helping hand.
The one who gives a second chance at life.
The one who teaches many to be independent and self-sufficient.
The one who provides a better education for the community
and gives many hope for the future.
The one who puts a smile on many faces.
That's a hero of change.
That's a hero of change.
That's a hero of change.
Join us as we bring you stories of Ghanaians making a positive change in our society by impacting the lives of others in the MTN Heroes of Change Season 3. Sunday at 7 p.m. on GHOne. MTN Heroes of Change.
sense, media sampa baby. Wakasa na yetie. Say high sense King Kong phone. Abam obibia. You high sense King Kong 1 and you high sense King Kong 2 and you high sense King Kong 3. Still, high sense King Kong phone. Ensrosio ensrahiase. Ensio tona se show bottom na de na mu a. Uni how enya hwe. High sense King Kong battery check. Ne one day afe na ne bo da form. Tutumrika ko high sense showroom bia. Ne kojo King Kong 1, 2 or 3. Madam High Sense, matete so mo will say who afe frey 0302 550000. High Sense, everyday prizes for everyday people.
God's Family Music Ministries presents Thanksgiving 2017. Date, Easter Sunday, 16th April 2017. Venue, Takade Jubilee Grounds. Time, 4 p.m. sharp till God says it's enough. Rate, it's free. Guest artist, the Imela Man, Nathaniel Bassi from Nigeria. From Ghana, Joe Metal, Pastor Joe Beecham, Koda, SP Kofi Sarpong, Lloyd Bonzi, Ernestina Koni, Pastor Jifa, Worship in Motion. Sponsors, media partners. Thanksgiving 2018 is powered by Praise TV.
Shabba, 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 shabba.
Yes, the Pillar Easter Party is back. This time we are bringing Easter Bunny to the Rattray Park on the 15th of April 2017.
Roll down for me, make a roll out in for me, and I roll my Bugatti.
Trampoline, merry-go-round, seesaw, swimming, bouncing castle, video games, train ride, your favorite ice cream, and lots of cotton candies to eat.
Rattray Park! Oh my God, I can't miss it. I cannot miss it. Yeah, Bilalo.
Everyone can load. Shabba, 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 shabba. Everybody drink our coffee, smile and have a sunshine day. Everybody do what you're doing, smile and have a sunshine day. Everybody do what you're doing, your smile will bring a sunshine day.
Drink up
a celebration, we're together, join your hands in harmony. Everybody do what you're doing, smile and have a sunshine day.
Everybody start every day with delicious, nutritious cowbell coffee and have a sunshine day.
Everybody drink our coffee, smile and have a sunshine day. Woo!
You're welcome back to State of Affairs, brought to you by Cowbell Coffee. And also in the studio with me, I have Abdullah Idris. So he's a spokesperson for the Old Fadama Dagomba Youth Association, and Stephen Nawuma, who is a PRO for the Konkomba Iya Market Association. So you're welcome back to the show. Now, the IGP says that the only way to bring a finality to these recurrent attacks in Old Fadama is to relocate all of you. Is that the solution, Abdullah?
Just before I go into what IGP says, I want to tell my brother, if he has names, if he knows people who are causing that and believe they are Dagombas, there is no any Dagomba man who is above the law of Ghana. he should submit the name to police and let justice work.
Okay.
That is the reaction to what he says.
Okay.
And
so are you going to go to the police with the names? Since you hinted that you probably...
I don't need to go to the police because he knows better than I do.
He knows these people.
Yes, but yeah, he knows.
He knows which people were wielding these arms.
He knows better than I do.
No.
Do you know them?
He knows that.
No. I won't sit here and let him say that. I don't even know whether the woman has a gun. So
how would you know?
You know them.
If you would claim you want to,
I say I don't even know.
You should know.
And you claim you know.
How would he know?
He will not because they are his relatives. I know what my people have. If you ask me.
What do they have?
They have empty hands.
They have empty
because
hands.
no single Dagomba is being hit.
Okay. I say
a Kongoma man is dead. Out of a gunshot.
Tell me no single Dagomba is dead, but don't tell me no single Dagomba is being hurt. I can give you more than six who were butchered by your people.
With what?
Yesterday?
Stones?
Yesterday.
Nana, but your reporters were there.
Yesterday.
Well, we heard
the reporters. What I understand was stopped at somewhere around where they bent their office and the young market.
We heard of a report of stabbing. We don't know
one young man that we call Red went to the market for a shopping. When he was coming back, he was stopped, asked, "Are you a Dagomba?" Yes, and they started butchering him. I can show you. If you want that person, you send your reporters, and I'll show you the Dagomba people who are hurt.
That is not true.
If you tell me Dagombas are not hurt,
look, when we were there, no single Kongoma has a cutlass. All we went there with stones and sticks.
You went with stones and sticks.
Trust me, and they were having guns. Look, Nana, if not tomorrow.
The question is, went where?
Tomorrow, we could go and I'll point fingers at you. This is a bullet. Yes. And
a bullet, a bullet is a bullet.
Call the Jamestown police station, the commander there. Ask him.
And that bullet is written Dagomba bullet?
You will look at the direction where the bullet is coming from.
The direction?
And where the whole incident occurred.
But I thought you lived together, so you cannot say that the bullet came from this area, so it was a Dagomba. Is that how you live? You've demarcated the market?
Ask him. Yes.
Nanama, have a look at this. That is the office that they vandalized.
Oh, that's the community center.
Yeah, that is the community office. Look at the pictures there. Is it stone? Is it stones?
So you
does that suggest
nobody
like
is denying
stones?
of this vandalization? So, I have not denied on this.
But if you say you were wielding stones, but not cutlasses, it was cutlasses who used to vandalize the office.
Okay, so who did this?
It was a clash between Konkombes and
Dagombes. Okay, so both.
Sure,
both destroyed the office.
Yes. Yes. Because now you know one thing. Let me tell you. Right behind that.
It seems he's forgotten what he's just make. The statements he make here.
That they're peaceful.
No.
That they have nothing.
No.
Which one?
No.
So you mean there's no statement?
No. He do says
behind the community. It's a mosque.
No. He do says here.
Behind the community center is a mosque.
After pouring the soup, they also went to the community center. That is how he called it.
You have that record?
The community
center.
Have that record.
Where he believes. You don't have that record. Now listen, Abdullah, let me tell you, behind this community center
if you are not
willing,
and you only will stones.
Will you believe that?
Everything in
will
the
you believe that
vandalization
a police officer ran and entered in a choba? Somebody set the place ablaze yesterday to burn the police officer.
The police officer was burnt?
He wasn't burnt. They set the place ablaze and they immediately quenched the fire. Called the district commander at
Who did that?
Who did it?
It's a combat man. Call the district commander.
Do you know of this?
You know what? Nanaba.
You can do that from the district commander. And he will tell you.
Nanaba.
The choba is a Kakan woman choba just behind it. You know the
Nanaba.
Okay.
Nanaba.
Yes. You've called my name many times. I can hear you.
That's...
No, don't say this.
It's funny. Serious. It's funny. It's funny what my brother is saying. It's funny. If you tell me you will stones, it was the Dagombes who willed cutlasses and guns. And the office which you say you believe it is the Dagombes who did their things there is being vandalized by cutlasses. Then who used the cutlasses on the office? If you were wielding stones alone, and everything suggests that the office was vandalized by a cutlass. A stone cannot just turn a cutlass in a minute. I don't think so.
Oh, really?
No miracle can do that. A stone turned to a cutlass to vandalize an office. A community office, not even the Gombe's office.
So on the issue
look,
of,
if you rise and fight against, if you rise and fight against your own community office, that means you are fighting against yourself.
Okay.
The IGP's suggestion is his suggestion. I don't think the president will listen to that suggestion.
Why not?
Because we are Ghanaians.
Of course you are Ghanaians.
And we need to protect it.
But the IGP has been given the authority to maintain law and order.
And they also have to respect our rights. As Ghanaians, we have every right to live there. We have every right to stay there. We have every right to occupy the place and live harmony.
So what you're saying is that they cannot move you?
No.
But if they're relocating you to a better place?
The place is better for us.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean, don't you live in squalid conditions?
You know what? This is what I will say about the IGP suggestion. The best thing for all those attacks to stop is dialogue amongst
and not to relocate you.
Relocating? Are you going to relocate every tribe into a different place?
Well,
I don't think so.
But do you like the conditions, the state of things in that community? I mean, I've seen a lot of people sharing a very small room.
That can be modernized.
How can that be modernized?
That is why a ministry. That is why a ministry was created for inner cities and Zongo
So this is the only thing you both agree on, that you shouldn't be relocated.
The relocation, what I said, relocation is good. Mind you, if the IGP says relocation will stop the attacks, I bet to differ. I bet to disagree with IGP.
It won't do anything.
It won't work because it is Kokomba the Gomba today. If you, I don't know, the only thing that will stop it if by relocation, then you should relocate the Gombas to another place and relocate Kokomba.
But that's not healthy because we also want to live happily ever after.
Then wherever we go, if our mind did not change, if there's no dialogue, we go with the attacks.
The solution is not in the relocation.
The solution is for us understanding among ourselves. Don't say I'm a peace lover. These people is not a peace lover. Agree with one point. Let's come together.
Abdullah, which point do you want us to agree?
Look, the thing is, we are looking for peace. And whenever you point a finger to somebody, the rest is pointing at you. So if you say you are a peace-loving Ghanaian, who am I?
Now, if I am saying that because I have a lot of examples I can set.
And I have a lot of examples too.
2014, Zabrames against the Gombes. The same area. You have that record. 2009, the Gombes versus the Gombes. Today, it is the Gombes and Konkombes. We don't have a problem. We don't have anybody who will stand in for us. We love peace. But the issue is, Konkombes, that place were given to Konkombes. The Gombes were at Timber Market. What brought them to where Konkombes are?
Well, I mean...
you know what, let me say something.
What
my brother
the landlords
on making this.
Yes, the landlords gave that place to Konkombes. From right after Richard Akwe's school, the Kwale Lagoon there, ends at the other Kwale Lagoon, before you get to ICGC Chapel, were given to Konkombes. That we should live here, sell our whatever we want to sell.
My brother, where
they were at Timber Market.
Where
so
the
ask him today.
Ask him
today. Is Timber Market functioning?
Look,
Timber Market functioning?
Look. I don't want to delve into this.
Okay.
I don't want to delve into this.
I am giving you.
But if he's inviting me into it, let me tell him. The landlords didn't give old Fadama to Konkombes. They only give them the yam market. Ask my brother where Konkombes are. Selling yams was damaged yesterday.
Was it?
Ask my brother whether that happens.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen. Where the Konkombes are selling yams, nothing happened.
Nobody can get there.
Nothing happened.
Not even the security agencies.
Not even the security agencies can get there. Why?
You can't get there.
What do you mean they can't
get there?
there?
The gods of Ghana are protecting the place.
The gods of Ghana,
yes.
so security agencies cannot come there. Now, there was an allegation that one of you, I can't remember exactly who, had held wives and children hostage.
That thing was resolved yesterday.
Was it the Konkombas?
Yeah, Konkombas were hostage.
Why would they do that? Why would they keep people's wives and children?
Yes, because where they live among the Dagombas.
But today, some of the Dagombas are saying that they still can't find their wives and children.
No, they are not in our possession because we went to retrieve our people who were in there. I went there with the security agencies to bring those people
Okay, but I want to understand why they were locked up. I mean, you say that the Konkombas are peace-loving.
Yes.
Why would they lock up?
We never locked anybody up.
But
rather, the Gombas locked our people up.
So
like it wasn't intentional.
I won't sit here and listen to this.
It is
when the Gomba locked Konkomba.
Oh,
where?
My brother. You know that.
My brother,
no,
what do I know?
Brazil. Let me tell you.
Brazil is a bar. Brazil is a drinking spot.
Oh, Brazil is not the country Brazil.
Oh, no, Brazil
is not.
Okay.
Yes.
It
is a drinking spot.
So you don't have facts of what you are saying. I was there. Let me tell you.
Listen. I wasn't there at the beginning, but the rest of it, I was part and
parcel.
You know what
time I left there yesterday?
Gomba man locked up any.
Nothing of that sort happened.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Nothing of that sort happened.
There's not even a way
we should be
that is the Gomba man.
Okay.
I don't know if he doesn't understand where I'm coming from. There's not even a way that the Gomba man can keep a Konkomba woman and a hostage.
But why do you say so?
What happened was, where they live was very close to where the incident
and that
occurred.
means they were holding
come on, Abdullah, come on.
If a Konkomba woman is living among the Gombas.
Okay, we've got just 1 minute more to go.
Just listen to me. So when the incident happened, the husband was in the market.
And
when the issue happened, he couldn't go back.
We are here to tell people of Ghana exactly what happened. Don't say what.
But you are not doing that, Abdullah. You are not doing that.
I am doing that.
You are all he said.
What you keep saying is a peace loving.
You've not mentioned even a fact.
That is what we are saying.
I have said a lot of instances that prove that we have no problem with you people. You keep having your own problem, extending to people when you are fed up with yourselves. Isn't it the case? Tell me if it is not the case.
That is not it.
Okay, what happened between you and
Are you telling me Konkombas never fight?
With who?
Eh?
With who?
Amongst yourselves.
With where? When?
Amongst yourselves. Even yesterday, where it happens.
I don't want to be part of this. Okay.
Even yesterday, where it happens, 2014 beat up their Konkomba.
Because they were misbehaving. Because they were misbehaving. So we need to call them to order.
By beating them up? Why do you have a police station?
Listen to that.
When you tell him that, look, where you are going, we don't want trouble. Come back.
To the police.
That wasn't it.
Why do you beat them up?
The police
cannot control that. All right, thank you very much for your time. Abdullah Idrisu and also Stephen Nauma. Thank you so much for joining me in the studio tonight. It's been a pleasure talking to both of you. Hopefully, you smoked the peace pipe.
Sure.
And because we love our yam and everything else you're selling at Old Fadama. We love shopping from there because things are affordable.
I don't even know why he's saying you are.
Can you shake hands? Can you hug?
No.
You won't hug him.
He's my brother.
Hug him.
But then he's a Confucianist. So you tell them he's a Confucianist.
Hug him.
Abdullah, you know I don't have issue with you.
They say hug. They didn't say
I woke up and you are sitting down.
Okay, get up. Get up and hug him.
I'm your boss.
How? Okay, that's it. How are you his boss?
I'm his boss.
How?
I'm superior to him.
You see how you see?
Oh. Well,
okay. Don't worry, that is on the lighter side.
All right.
These are some of the things.
Okay, that's it for tonight. Have a very good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
State of Affairs was proudly brought to you by Cowbell Coffee.
Of silence.